Wow, guys, this one right here, I like it. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Going down, guys. In case you don't know, April 30th, Madison Square Garden. Well, Amanda and Katie did a press conference today, and Amanda says, you know what? I'm all about equal rights. I'm all about making changes, and I'm all about equal pay. And Katie, let's say that we make a change going forward for the women. Let's do 12 rounds, 3 minutes per round. Let's make that change, Katie. What do you say? And how did Katie respond? Well, guys, that is something we must talk about. Let's talk about it. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dog. What's blazing the sports? Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you bunts and geekers this work. Guys, I just watched the press conference. It was going to be on the zones. A good fight for Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. And Jake Paul has jumped in, and he is getting into the promotional side with things with Amanda Serrano. Listen, this is something that I really didn't know. I kind of heard about it, but I didn't know how true it was. And it looks like Jake Paul is with or co-founder of Most Valuable Promotion. He trains alongside Amanda Serrano, and now he is taking a serious liking into her career, into pushing her forward in the women's side of boxing. And guys, and that brings us to the main event, guys. And this one is being promoted as number 1 versus number 2, with number 1 being Katie Taylor, 20 wins, no losses, and Amanda Serrano, 42 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. They said this is the first time 2 women will be headlining in an iconic building like the Madison Square Garden. Guys, back to the original. Amanda Serrano is like, she's sitting it up real nice, right? Making changes. For number 1, I want the women to be seen just like the men. And in order for us to be seen just like the men and have those equal rights, you got to give equal loves as well. And she said, let's do 12 rounds. Not 10. 3 minutes per round. And not 2. What do you say? And Katie was like, listen, this fight's already iconic. It's already built up. It's already the second most pre-sales for the Madison Square Garden is already there. So pretty much Katie Taylor is like, listen, you ain't finna pull no switch on me. You're going to wait to ask me this question in front of all these people to try to test my balls to see if I'm going to back down and say either say no or I have to give in and say yes. Let's do it. I'm down for it. Listen, guys, I understand why Katie did not do it. Listen, if she has been training for 2-minute rounds, for 10 rounds, then that's probably what her body and her stamina is probably built for. Obviously, Amanda Serrano is built for a lot more than that because she suggested it. I think she wants to take Katie into deep waters. I think she wants to knock out Katie. And but you know, Katie didn't take the bait. Listen, and I don't blame her. If you sign a contract that says 2 minutes, then that's what you prepare for. That's like having an amateur, right? And the amateur is looking to fight 3 rounds for 2 minutes a round. Then all of a sudden his opponent, hey, if you're really bad, you think you can really kick my butt, let's be like the pros and let's start it off at 6 rounds, 3 minutes a round. You know, you get what I'm trying to say, right? But this is a fight definitely that I am interested into. I think it's a really good fight. And I love how Amanda Serrano, she is giving a lot of respect to Clarissa Shields' name. When they said this built as number 1 versus number 2, you know, obviously a part of that is for promotion to get people to buy it. This be like Highlander to see who's really number 1. But she is putting a lot of respect on Clarissa Shields. She's like, listen, I don't care if I'm number 3. You got Katie Taylor, you got Clarissa Shields, and then you can put me there. And you talking about Amanda Serrano, who has 42 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, right? And I believe out of the 3, Clarissa Shield has the least amount of fights, but I also believe she has, is she 2 division undisputed champion? I could be wrong. But we know what Clarissa has accomplished in the amateurs and what she had done in an extreme short time as a pros and what she's looking to do in her next fight, which I am excited about seeing. And I want to see her get this fight and get this win, and she probably have to do it in the UK. But back to this fight right here, guys. This is one that you should watch. And I do hope one day, like Amanda Serrano said, that women boxing does go to 3 minutes around, 12 round for championship fights, because I think it would be a lot better for the sport. In basketball, they say that because there's not a lot of dunking, that it may not get the attention. But maybe in boxing, and I'm just talking off the side of my neck, but maybe in boxing, if they did push it to 3 minutes around the 12 rounds, then maybe you'll get a little bit more knockouts. But that's just my thought. You let me know, comment below. What do you think about this fight? Subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Oh my gosh. So you won't miss a minute, a second, a moment of this work. Let's get it.